And we are live. A good evening, good
It's my
afternoon,
notes.
wherever you're coming in from, wherever you're tuning in from. This is Profile Pod TV, and welcome once again to another exciting episode of the podcast. The Profile Pod, as we like to call it. Excuse me, as we like to call it. We showcase individuals who are doing extraordinary things every week, every Thursday, Tuesday, and Thursday, excuse me. And sometimes it varies, but we're here every week. Okay. I like to liken it to the That's Incredible podcast. Those of you who are old enough to remember That's Incredible, the show that used to come on in the early mid 80s. And they used to bring on some super extraordinary people. So that's what I kind of want to. That I aim to um, that's my goal to get to that point where I'm bringing on individuals uh, every week on a consistent basis, who are extraordinary, and we've been doing that. We have been doing that. So it's the challenge is on for me to be consistent with that and continue to bring on those extraordinary people. And like I said, if you want to be on Profile Pod TV, let me know. Hit me up on Profile Pod. Hit me up on Instagram. Shoot me an email. As you can see there at the bottom, the information is there. So we want to showcase you. We want to promote you. Again, man, I want to help everybody out. I'm growing my podcast at the same time, so it's all love. It's all camaraderie. It's all collaboration. Let's all grow together. Let's all help each other out, man. That's what it's all about. So we got it's awesome episode in store for you tonight. And as always, we got the shout outs, the shout out segment. A huge shout out to the Kickback Podcast. Those guys, man, showing me a lot of love every week on a consistent basis. And I need to get you guys on here, man. Let's collaborate, guys. You know, let's do something together where we just we get on the show and just have fun, man. So I'm looking forward to trying to collaborate with you guys. The Kickback Podcast. Thank you guys again for showing love, man. Uh, what else, man? Hope everybody's doing well out there on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. I went swimming earlier with the kids. I recorded a video. Some of you may have seen that on Instagram. And man, what else? What else? You know, what what else? What better way to spend a Tuesday afternoon with your kids at the pool? You know. So you know, so we're here, man. Profile Pod weekly. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to this awesome podcast. Click that red button on YouTube. Show really appreciate the love and support, man. Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Profile Pod TV, 90s galore, all that good stuff. And so we can continue to grow and show love and show appreciation for what we all do. Yeah. So, anyways, what else, man? What else? I was in the IE last week, Inland Empire. For those of you who aren't familiar geographically with Southern California, the IE is a large region consisting of basically County, Riverside County, uh, LA County. It's on the eastern end of the state. It's inland, hence the name, Inland Empire. And well, that's where I grew up. I was out there over the weekend visiting some friends, having a good time. I was at my mom's house, and man, it's good to be back home. I live about an hour and 15 minutes northwest of that now. So, but it's always good to be back home, man. Rancho Cucamonga is the name of my hometown. Some of you are familiar. What else? What else? Yeah, like I said, man, come on, let's get you on the show. If you want to be showcased, you want to be, you know, promoted. Let's get you on here. All right, I'm already booked up, but I'm out a few weeks out. But hey, let's collaborate and let's communicate. So let's see. So remember, this is an interactive show. If you want to post a comment or a question for our guest or myself, post it on. We'll post it on the screen here, and we'll get you on the show. So again, man, this is interactive, and I'm all about the people, man. I want to get people promoted. I want to get people exposure, And I can't emphasize enough. I can't emphasize that enough. So enough about me. Enough about everything else. Let's get to our guest, man. I've been chomping at the bit for this one. Like I said, man, usually we're on the air Thursdays live. I think I've only done one show where it wasn't live here on YouTube, but we had to reshuffle a little bit this week, and we get our guest on. I didn't want to miss the opportunity. We actually we were scheduled a few weeks back, but I think we had some technical difficulties on my end, and we got this gentleman back on the pod. And this guy is like, a man of many talents, many facets. A master of all talents, a master of all trades. Excuse me. And glad to have him here. He has a great name, very, very extraordinary man, Mr. Andy Geekillinit. How are you, sir?
What's going on, Andy? Antonomical. Thank you for having me, man. I've been super pumped up all day. My blood's been boiling, man. Couldn't wait to get on the show.
Oh, man. No, thank you. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time. Have you always gone by Andy, or is your full name Andrew?
Full name is Andrew, but I go by Andy for social media. It's just easier to everybody too.
Yeah. Well, I'm Andres, but ever since day one, man, I can remember I've always been Andy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. My boy, he calls me Drew as another nickname too. So everyone, I got Andrew, Andy, Andre, Drew Baby. I got called Drew Baby too, man.
Okay. I'm just curious, man. I always like to ask other Andys,
Yeah.
Just
and the funny thing is, I don't often meet other Andrews. Really? There's not too many around here, man. Where I'm from in Toronto, Canada.
Oh man, only Andre, right? I would think because of the
Andre's, very popular name, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what you got for me? What you got for me, man?
Yeah, hey, bro. No, hey, I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to have you here, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was circling this. I circled this date a long time ago. Go ahead.
The one thing I just want to bring up, we met over social media, 3-4 months ago, and look where we're at today. Who would have thought that we would be on each other's podcast shows, doing this live on YouTube? It's just crazy how 1 month to the next, things like this just happen, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. It's amazing, man. I remember that was on, and I was telling Bam Bam from General Public podcast a few weeks ago that I think I met you guys right around the same time. I was having one of those social hours, and I was on Instagram Live. And
yeah. I remember that.
Bro, yeah.
Well, before we get to any topics, I'm just gonna do a couple shout outs. I want to do them quickly just at the beginning, so that way everyone who's ever watching or tuning in can check out the Instagrams as well. So first shout out I want to do is to General Public Podcast with Bam Bam. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to show you a little gift that he gave me. He's also from Toronto, Canada too. So check out his profile. He's a crazy monster. So I haven't shared this yet on my Instagram page, so I'm going to share this live on your show right now.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Bam Bam's gift to me at Christmas time back in January. Most randomness gift. That's why his podcast is called General Public Podcast with Bam Bam Randomness. So here we go, man. One of my collector items right here. Thor. Yeah, this is what I got. One of my collector items. And if you go on my Instagram page, I've been posting a lot of my collector toys.
Yep.
I haven't got to this one yet. So here it is, man. Shout out to General Public Podcast, Bam Bam. Here it is, man. I'm showing Thor live on YouTube.
That's right. That's a beautiful thing, man. And now that's
There you go.
Collector's item, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's it's supposed to be a piggy bank. It's a piggy bank.
I like that, man. And
Yeah.
that's why, Andy, that's what intrigues me about you, man, because you have all these different things that you do. You collector's items, comic books, gaming, you do your graphic designs, your artwork, and then you have your own podcast coming, man. Like I said, man, you're a man of many talents, master of all trades, man.
Yeah. Well, that too, like this whole lockdown thing has changed many people's lives. It inspired me, and it brought me more time to get more creative into the art that you just mentioned. And I just downloaded a bunch of apps on my new iPhone, and I just started learning. So that's the one thing I wanted to make time for too. Get on technology and just start learning apps that I didn't have the time for before. Yeah. And I just been creative. And that's the one thing too. I like to be creative with my posts. I take about 30 to an hour just to post something, because I want to provide the best product out there for my followers too. So
yeah, I can tell, man. You do a great job with all that stuff.
Yeah. I use I'll name some that are really good out there for anyone who wants to feel creative. PixArt is one, and Creative Live Adobe is another one. Okay. So check those out. And there's so many on Apple, in the Apple Store. A lot of them out there. So yeah, I'm glad that you're enjoying my art, man. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know what? And it's quite obvious that everybody else is too. I mean, you've grown your Instagram page pretty fast, man, pretty rapidly. I mean, like we're talking about, we just met a few.
Yeah.
Ago, and I think you're over 2,000 followers now, right?
Yeah, I'm at 2,000 followers. Like that's how quickly things change in life, man. I started the profile back in March, end of March, and I'm already at over 2,000 followers. And all the followers are really good, man. Really good. Trying to build a podcast community throughout different people and different industries too. So everyone's doing their own thing as well, and it's great to see that. And I couldn't be more blessed to be connected around all the greatness out there, man.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were one of the first guys. I don't even remember how we even connected. We just shot the shit, got on your live feed, and had fun, man. And now we're here. We're doing this, man. Exactly. We're doing this.
Yeah, man. And we're getting to your podcast in a little bit, man. But I want to thank you, man, on my show for having me as a first-time guest on somebody else's show. And I can't wait for you to drop that, man.
Yes. So yeah, getting into my podcast, so the first time I actually I'm just gonna lay it all down, some backbone, how I even got into podcasting, and I didn't even know I was even listening to a podcast back in 2011. This is when streaming started to pick up on YouTube and other websites, and I'm a big sports fan. Huge sports fan up here in Toronto. So I was listening to one of those sports streaming shows. And technically in 2011, that was a podcast. But they didn't call it a podcast. It was just called live streaming. That's all it was.
That really?
Yeah.
That's right. You're right. Okay. 2011, yeah. So
I've been connected to podcasting for over nearly a decade. And those first couple of years, I didn't even realize I was listening to a podcast. And here, it's just crazy how much it's grown in the last 5 years too.
Man, it's now there's, I think last time I read close to 1 million podcasts just in the United States alone. It's fun. Hey, man, you need competition. Competition keeps you motivated. And it makes you to do different random things. Absolutely. And my podcast, the name of it is called Moodfordays Cast. Yeah. And the reason why I came up with that was pretty random. I don't even know how I came up with that name, but it's versatile. Each episode is
very different from the next episode, and every episode has a different kind of mood. So that's why it's called Mood for Days cast as well. Because like I have each guest is from a different industry, and they're sharing personal stories and sharing their experiences too. So Mood for Days cast, I couldn't come up with a better name. Every episode is different. It's different. I made it different than a lot of podcasts out there.
Yeah, definitely, man.
And it's launching August 3rd of this next month. It's in like 2 weeks time it's launching. I'm going to be distributing it through Anchor, and then Anchor is going to be shooting it out to Apple iTunes and Spotify.
Yeah, I'm on Anchor.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, hey man, I was going to ask you, when are you dropping that? When is it going to when is the first episode released?
August 3rd.
Just hit me with that. Hit us with that. Was I the first your first episode that you recorded, bro?
Yeah, you were the first one, and honestly, I felt really proud doing it. I've been talking about recording for over 2 years now. Time is just that was the main reason. It was the time. Anybody out there, you got time now, just go out and do what you want to do from the beginning of time. I've been talking about this since like 2018, and finally it's happening.
You know, Andy, and that's exactly where I'm at, bro. The time is now. Going after your
time is now.
Yep.
I've been talking about that with many people, man. If you got shit on your mind, just go out and do it. And I didn't even go out and do any research. I've listened to so many things over the last couple of years. I've read so many articles, books. For me, it was like enough of the research, enough of just overthinking, and just get it done. Just get it done. That's all the viewers, listeners, just get it done.
Absolutely, man. Just like you, Nike used to say, just do it. Just start it. Take that first
do
step.
It.
Learn as you go. Learn as you go, man.
I'm up to so my Mood for Days cast is gonna have at least 13 to 14 episodes, I believe. And like you said, each episode I progressed, I got better. I learned so many different things throughout the way. What can I do differently? And it's been really fun too, man. Just having fun with it.
It's so much fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always wanted to perform. I've done some acting stuff. I've done things like that, and I've always had appreciation for the arts. I've always wanted to perform in some capacity, and podcasting makes it so accessible to get into that world.
Yeah.
In today's world, you can do a podcast from your phone.
You can do it right from your phone. It doesn't matter about the quality. It doesn't matter. Like,
right.
Yeah, okay, I got this mic here that looks unique, and somebody might be like, "Oh shit, where did you get that mic from?" This mic was cheap and it's good. It wasn't expensive at all.
Yeah, no, it's what someone said. It's not what you have; it's how you use it.
Yeah.
And that stuff will come later. Obviously, when
you
get better and you get you evolve
better. Exactly.
You start making some money. Then you upgrade. But
yep.
The bottom line is getting started. Just get out there and do it. So
Yeah.
It's nice to see that, man. It's nice to see that, and I'm proud of myself. And
I'm proud of you, man.
Too, man.
Because you were overthinking there for a bit too. I know that you were juggling with one thing, you didn't know what to do. You're asking me and Bam Bam some questions. We're straight up dudes, man. We will tell you what's on our mind to make it better for you.
No doubt, bro. No doubt, man. And I want to kind of what's the word? I'm proud that I was your first recording on your podcast.
That's gonna be I'm gonna make you a celebrity. I'm gonna make you a celebrity. Don't worry, man. It's gonna be great, man. So let's get into some fun things, man. I got some toys here that I want to show off my collection. So some of these collection toys that I got. I'm showing it for the first time. So who's ever, I haven't even posted these ones on my Instagram yet.
Sweet.
So first time right here on Profile Pod TV. I'm showing my new collection toys that I haven't even posted on my Instagram feed. So I won't take too long. Yeah, I won't take too long. Yeah, so ever since this lockdown, I got into X-Men. I don't know. It was the 1990s classic X-Men. I love X-Men. I watched from 2000 to 2020, like all the films I've watched over the last 20 years. And that was like part of my childhood growing up was X-Men on Fox Kids. So my first X-Men toy right here, I'm going to show you. And I don't know if you know Marvel's Rogue. Rogue. Yeah, you know Rogue. You ever met, the character Rogue? I'm pretty sure you do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one collector item that I got right here.
Sweet, man.
Whoever wants to buy this toy off me, hit me up and DM me.
Hey, what the heck?
Yeah, there you go, man. So that's Rogue.
Sweet, man.
I haven't opened up. It's in mint condition.
Can you tell us how much that's worth, Andy? Or you don't?
Yeah, right now, no. Right now, I got it in good condition, man. Okay. I'll DM you after about that.
All right.
Second one. This one is crazy. I don't know if you're a big Hulk fan. Are you a big Hulk fan?
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Yeah. And so here we go, man. So right from the back there.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, yeah. Yeah. This is one of them, man.
Wow.
So again, Hulk was the first Marvel Cinematic Universe film in 2008 before Iron Man.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, man. How much, yeah. And that's for sale too, Andy?
That's for sale too. If you want to hit me up, DM, we'll talk.
Awesome, man.
So,
yeah. Hey, how long have you been an avid collector, man?
The last 2 years, I would say, man.
Wow.
Where it all started was like ever since Marvel's film Infinity War, okay. I don't know, something just sparked, and I just went into Walmart, on Amazon, on eBay, and just started collecting. Because back then, I had so many toys, and they're all gone. Because you don't think of collecting back then. They're just too small, doing different things.
Oh, yeah.
You're moving one place to another. So I all my toys were gone. I'm like, you know what? I'm starting from scratch. But now today, they're more advanced too. So it's and that's the thing too. The MCU has been part of most of everyone's life for the last 10 years. So leading up to the last like 3 films, I just went crazy on buying them. But I made sure I just didn't get any character. I got the characters that are like unique and stuff. So like Rogue, I haven't seen anybody with Rogue. She's very in the cartoon. She's a very she's a main character in the cartoon. And that's another thing I wanted to touch base on. The X-Men cartoons from the 90s, watching it, it's like a soap opera. So you're watching the cartoon now, and you're as a kid, you're like, how the hell did I even understand what was going on in the cartoon? You got Wolverine there with all his one-liners. It's like,
you know, it's funny. I look back at some of those Transformers episodes back in the mid '80s. Even He-Man.
He-Man.
A lot of these cartoons, man, were pretty, sophisticated as far as like, they had these storylines, these elaborate storylines, and I half the time I didn't know what the heck they were talking about, right? I personally, and it's like, but you summed it up, man. I was like, how did we understand what the heck what was going on? Because they're saying some pretty like.
They're saying some pretty heavy shit, man, in those cartoons. Especially Wolverine.
Yeah, right? And then going back to that, man, if I had kept all my all my toys, man, like my He-Man figures, all my GI Joes, my Transformers, GoBots, all that stuff. He-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have had boxes and boxes of stuff. Yeah, I would have been made some cash.
Oh yeah, you would have made some cash. Hey, it's a business. Toy collecting, selling on eBay, Amazon, it's a business today that nobody would have thought about that even in the 90s.
Yeah.
And the people who kept all their stuff collecting back in the 90s, hey, that's amazing to them, man.
Yeah, man.
Cuz they're making good cash. Good cash.
So are you pretty much immersed, Andy, as far as in that world with comics, collectors, collecting?
I got some Spider-Man comics here.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to get into Spider-Man 2. So
right.
Here's some cool Spider-Man comics I got right here. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice, man. And how old are those comics? Those particular
these ones
editions?
They're from the 90s. They're from the 90s.
All right.
Yeah. I got them all wrapped up. So there's another one there. The Glare. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have another one here too. I got more. A lot of them are framed. I got a couple framed up.
Okay.
So, but that's the thing. I started how I got into comics. Well, my uncle was a avid collector, man, back in like 80s and 90s. I was just a young kid, and he had stacks and stacks of comics, man. That's how I got into all this Marvel stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
He kind of like one thing led to another. I mean, piqued your interest, and then next thing you know, man, you're buying comics. You're at the
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, you find out about stuff through an older generation too as you're growing up as a kid. So that's how I got into Marvel, and just ever since there, it never left me. And that's the thing too. So Spider-Man, growing up too, Peter Parker, again, you're a kid, you can relate to Peter Parker as a kid. Any kid can. That's why he's still around after all these years, because all the kids can relate to him. And that's the business too of it.
Generations, man.
Yeah, it's crazy how like this guy has lasted over 30 years as a character.
Oh, even more. I think the first cartoon I want to say came out in the 60s or maybe early 70s. I remember as a kid, man, in the early 80s, man, I used to watch those episodes, and I believe I want to say those were like from the 70s. And they were
1981, 82. You're talking about the cartoon or the live action one?
No, the cartoon.
Yeah, 81 it started in 1981.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right. And Spider-Man, man, though. Who doesn't love Spider-Man, right? I mean, that was just that guy was amazing. I love.
Oh, here we go.
I love those episodes.
Everyone's gonna ask, where's all this Spider-Man toys? Where's all this Spider-Man toys?
Okay.
There you go.
I know you got. Oh,
there's one right there, man.
Starting with what's his? Who's that guy?
So this is
Venom, right?
No, this is from the Spider Universe.
Okay.
So there's different there's different Spider-Man universes now going on in the MCU. And this is one of the more unique Spider-Mans out there. Oh. I got another one coming at you right now.
Hey Eddie, is there Comic-Con in Canada?
Oh yeah. So Batman from General Public Podcast, he went to Comic-Con last year. And getting to that, yeah, Comic-Con is huge.
Okay.
And here in Toronto, Canada, we have the Toronto Convention Center where they hold Comic-Con. They bring all the old actors. You know cosplayers? Yeah, a lot of cosplayers. And cosplaying in Toronto is massive. It's huge industry in Toronto. You believe that people actually get paid to show up to all these events and doing cosplay for photography. Yeah, it's huge. General Public, Bam from General Public, he met RoboCop there last summer.
Okay, I think I've seen those pictures, man.
Yeah. And let me tell you a story too. So this past weekend, he set up a huge outdoor movie theater.
Yeah.
I brought my projector out there. I posted that one on my Instagram. And we made like a nice he did it all. He set it all up with the fire sticks going. He had the screen right beside the forest. He had the lights going, everything, and it felt like I was on a horror set, man.
That's what it looked like on Instagram. Now whose property is that, or is that his?
That's Bam Bam's.
Damn, he has all that property?
Yeah, man.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like exactly a set of like Texas Chainsaw Massacres.
Oh man, it felt like that. Going into the night, it felt like that. So here's the original Spider-Man. This is kind of like older generation's taste right here.
Oh, nice.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
So again, these ones are not for sale. I am keeping these ones for a while.
Are you sure about that, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, bro. How much you want for that?
Yeah. I got like it's all in good condition. I have the boxes for it. No scratches on it. It's all good condition.
Yeah, it looks cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got a lot more, man. Later on in the show, I'll show you more. Later on in the show.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
You've been to a Comic-Con?
I haven't. I was supposed to go this year to there was 3 different ones going on. But Comic-Con in Toronto is pretty new. It's pretty new.
Oh, okay.
It's like what, 2 years old, 3 years old. So I even like when it first started, I didn't even like hear about it because they didn't really advertise it. But last year I was supposed to go, something got in the way. I was supposed to go to Comic-Con, and there was another one in Niagara Falls, Canada, just across from Buffalo, Buffalo, New York. Yeah, so they were gonna hold a Comic-Con there too, and it got canceled because of this whole lockdown.
What lockdown? No,
I know, eh? And you know who was supposed to be there? So one of the reasons I wanted to go so bad. 1996, you remember this, NWO.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Nash, Scott the Steiner brothers, Razor Ramon, Razor Ramon / Scott Hall. They were supposed to be at Comic-Con this year in Niagara Falls.
Man.
I had it all ready to go, man. I had my gear all lined up, ready to go, and there you go.
COVID fucked it all up.
Yeah, fucked it all up, man. But hopefully next summer they got it back up and they bring the celebrities that they had this summer. Hopefully they pass it on to next summer. I hope. I'm crossing my fingers, man.
You would think that.
And they were going back to RoboCop and the Saturday night viewing too. It's funny too. So we watched RoboCop on Saturday night, the 1987 version.
I'll buy that for $1.
He was at Comic-Con last year, and this year they were gonna have the replica RoboCop car.
Oh shit!
Yeah, at Comic-Con in Niagara Falls. So it just goes to show you how underrated that movie is. Because I don't hear much about that movie, but somehow all these festivals are showing RoboCop.
Wow, what's up with RoboCop these days, man?
Everybody's loving it, man. I don't know what the trend is with RoboCop, but a lot of people are digging RoboCop, man. Everybody loved the movie, by the way.
I love that movie back in the day, man. That was in mid '80s. I was a kid, you know.
And here's the thing about
guns.
And the reason why we loved the 1987 RoboCop so much, it was real locations, zero green screen, zero like CGI. It took them 4 hours to 5 hours to build the RoboCop suit on him.
Wow.
And just imagine, like, you're an actor, you get to the set, maybe you got to show up 5 hours before even filming. They put that on, and you got to film. You have no choice at that point.
Right.
Took them 5 hours to get it on.
Peter Weller, I believe,
Peter Weller, yeah.
Right? Played RoboCop.
He's 73 now.
Wow, he's 73 years old. And
Yeah.
Part 2, I don't think did as well, right?
I don't think it did too good. I only hear the good things about the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OCP, is that what it was? The company, right?
I think so.
That was the corporation that
Yeah.
I was trying to.
And RoboCop's Funko Pop on Amazon is going for $150 today.
Yeah, I believe it, man.
Yeah, a little Funko Pop, $150. People probably snatched it up for $11 when it first came up. They probably snatched a whole bunch, and now they're selling it on Amazon for $150. Yeah, they're flipping them. They're those Funko Pops too. It's a big business too on Amazon.
Yeah, man. Hey, Andy, what about as far as gaming and stuff, man? Did you ever play the original Nintendo?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you brought that up.
Why is that?
Regular Nintendo by far today is still my favorite system.
Oh,
it's just so simple.
Love it.
The reason why I say that, you get the game, you just put it in and you just start playing.
Yeah.
There's no loading, there's no system updates. There's no like navigating between screens.
That's true, man.
It's just game. I just want a game. I don't care about anything else. And then that's where they get you to now with all these new systems. You spend all your time in the home screen and you waste like 30 to 50 minutes and then you don't even want a game anymore. Or you turn on a system and it updates. But I remember regular Nintendo, you just blow the cartridge. Remember blowing the cartridge?
Yeah. Once it started getting malfunctioning. Right?
Yeah. I had like so many games. I had Contra, Batman, Ninja Turtles,
Super Mario Brothers,
all the Super Mario Brothers. Yep.
Like,
Yep. Remember, I don't know, Bo Jackson's baseball.
Oh yeah, Tecmo Bowl.
Yep. Tetris. Mike Tyson's boxing.
Mike Tyson's punch out. Zelda, Legend of Zelda.
I really wonder how much those games are worth today.
Oh man,
I don't have them.
Well,
see, that's the thing.
System, you know that, right?
Pardon?
You can buy that system.
I know, but it's not. But it won't be worth anything because it's not from the 80s. It's not not the 80s edition.
No.
And that's the thing. Why did I not keep that Nintendo? Yeah, I might have made like $5,000 off that Nintendo. I don't know.
Is that what they're going for?
It's going. I'm pretty sure the original from the 80s. I had that. I had the original from the 80s, and I don't know where it is today.
Wow, man.
That's it. Yeah.
Hey, Andy, I want to show you a question from one of our viewers, Penelope Ray. Penelope Ray's Boutique is here. Thank you for being here. Penelope Ray.
Bring him in. Somebody's asking to bring him in because we were talking about RoboCop.
Yeah. Well, let me. She's asking a question.
Okay.
What the F is a Funko Pop?
Okay, I'm gonna show her right now. I'm going to show her what a Funko Pop is right now. Funko Pop. Funko Pop. Hold on. Give me one moment. One moment. Funko Pop.
Funko Pop.
Yeah. And then, yeah. After we got a guest asking to bring him in.
Oh, I was going to surprise you, man.
Oh, he said it. Do it up. It's a surprise anyways. I didn't know. I had no idea. It's a surprise anyways. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Andy Geekillinit of the Moodfordays podcast, showing us all his goodies, dropping knowledge on all things arts, collectors items, gaming, all that good stuff.
This is one of your fun podcast shows.
Absolutely, man.
Because I know all your other guests, they own businesses. They were talking about entrepreneurship.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hey, collecting, it's like entrepreneur. It's a business today, man.
Absolutely.
So this is
falls in line with that.
This is a Funko Pop. Anyone watching, man? This is one of them I got. You see that?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's one of the Spider-Mans.
I didn't know the fucking name.
Yeah. That's Avengers, man.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
Funko Pop.
And then
Go ahead, Eddie.
Yeah. Then the last, this is another one, Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn.
Okay. Oh.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's DC Comics?
That's from DC Comics. Yeah. Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Once you bring in our surprise guest, at the very end, I got my special edition toys that I'll show you both, man.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, and our special guest of the evening, we're trying to surprise Andy Geekillinit, but it looks like, I don't know, someone let the cat out of the bag. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bam Bam from General Public's podcast, Randomness with Bam Bam.
Hey!
Oh,
What's up, man?
no.
Did you think it was going to be me?
I did not know, man. Well, you wrote in the private chat. You weren't supposed to write in a private chat.
I thought it was going to go to just him.
No. I could see it. But
fuck me.
The funny thing is, this whole time I was talking, and then I just turned my head and I see "Bring Me In," and then I see your name, Bam Bam.
I just saw that, man.
Oh, I thought it goes to him, and that's why, because it said I'm in the background. He's the only one that can bring me in. And then I see a little chat thing that says, "Okay, private." I'm okay, cool. He's not going to see this. I'm like, bring me in. Bring me in.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all
you
good.
You guys can shut the fuck up. RoboCop 2 is a fucking amazing movie.
You heard about? Oh yeah,
I've been listening for the last 25 fucking minutes. I came in when you were fucking rubbing my fucking ball sack. You were like, "Yeah, man, Bam Bam's the shit." There is one thing that I'm going to correct right now.
Okay, you have to. You are the movie buff, man.
Hey, Bam,
No.
we have Rachel. She's watching right now. She's in the comment section. So,
Hi, Rachel.
and which also, by the way, a couple weeks, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a podcast extravaganza. I'm not going to say too much about it, but
Yeah.
stay tuned. And there's more stuff coming your way in 2 weeks. So, anyways, where were we?
Where were we? I was listening to a part where Andy G was talking about how he started collecting recently. He left this part out. See this face right here? I'm the reason. And I'll tell you why. And not only will I tell you why, I will show you why. Okay? Because after I went and watched Captain Marvel opening night with my other buddy, I ended up, this is where I got into Funko Pops, okay? I wanted to get like a toy at the theater for every Marvel movie that I was going to watch, like kind of as like a memorabilia thing, you know what I mean? Because it was such a big deal to watch those movies. I went to go get one Captain Marvel, and my buddy, he's like he's the dude that taught me about Funko Pop, and then I transferred this knowledge to Andrew about Funko Pop. And he's like, "Yo, you got to take that Funko Pop. It has this Chase sticker on it." I'm like, "But it doesn't look as good as the other one that I want." He's like, "But the Chase, man, it's limited. You can't find those fucking things."
Yeah.
You see that right there? No, wait. You see this sticker?
Go, man.
I have never, ever in my life found another Chase Pop again. This is the only one. It was accidental. I got this at the Cineplex. I bought it for $12. It's worth $80. Like literally, my buddy was like, "Wait a minute." He's like, "Hold it in your hands." At the moment that I was going to pay $11, he went on eBay and he pulled it up. And that night, while I was holding it for $11, was already on eBay for $80.
What? Oh.
On opening night.
No shit.
Yeah. Never found one since.
Is that one for sale, Bam Bam, by any chance?
Fuck no.
Are you sure?
It's my only Chase.
Oh.
I'll keep it. I will keep it and give it to my children, or when I go broke, bankrupt, or whatever, then I'll sell it.
Well,
When I need money, I'll sell it. But the fact that I have a Chase and none of y'all motherfuckers do. Anyways.
So if it has the sticker, it's worth more.
Certain sticker. The Chase is like one of the best. That's why they call it Chase, because you have to chase it down. People literally would become friends with guys at like EB Games, Hot Topic, Walmart, right? And they would be like, they would keep in contact through email, phone, whatever. Be like, "Hey, when are you getting your next Funko Pop shipment?" Right? and then they would notify them, okay, we're getting one on Wednesday. Dude would come in the morning and he would scour through all the pops looking for all the limited stickers. They would snatch them up, they would wait a week or two, and then they would flip them for double online.
Holy shit, man. Yeah,
Funko Pop is a lifestyle, man.
you guys are putting me up on game on all kinds of new stuff, man.
So anyways, after the Funko Pop, I bought some other things, and I was showing Andy G all my old toys. Like, Andy, you know who this is?
Yeah.
That is straight out from the X-Men, the 90s X-Men
That's
cartoon.
sick.
That's Bishop.
Yeah, Bishop.
On top of that, I have the Michael Keaton Batman.
No.
Look, he even has the fabric cape.
That is awesome, bro.
Right?
That is
I think
awesome.
this is from Batman Returns. I don't think it's from the first one. This is Batman.
Yeah.
It might.
Is that Michael Keaton?
That's Michael Keaton.
Oh, it looks like George Clooney. No,
Don't you insult me. Don't insult my toy. Anyways, Andy loves to fucking level me up all the time, okay?
is that right, Andy? Is that true?
All the time. What? Why do you think he's got that monster Hulk toy? I love Hulk. He knows how much I love Hulk. I have Hulk fists, like those big foam fists that you put on like boxing gloves. You know what I'm saying? But this is where he surprised me. One Christmas, he got me my first ever Hulk toy.
Yeah.
This is it. This is it right here. If you're watching.
Very cool, man.
I got him that toy, man, 2 years ago. I surprised him. He had no idea.
No, I've always wanted one, but like the Hulk, like the one he showed you, those things ain't cheap, eh? They're like $50.
I know,
Yeah.
If you get them right out the Disney store when they first come out, that's where they start.
Man, you guys got some cool stuff, man.
So, anyways, he went off and started buying all these toys. Like I'm different. I buy specific toys, but he goes after whole collectibles, right? I go after single specific characters. That's why he's got all those like doll figures and shit. And like,
Yeah.
I only got one. I got the one he bought me, right? So he collects in a different way than I do. But that motherfucker will find something that I love, and he'll fucking call me up and show me that is bigger than mine. I'll be like,
Why you do that, Andy?
should I whip my dick out right now? Should we compare cocks? Huh?
Hey, let's settle it.
Well, I told Andy at the end of this podcast, I got another set of toys. I have not yet posted. I haven't shown anyone yet, and I'm going to show it here live tonight. And you are it's going to blow your mind away.
All right. I'm down for that. Now, what's up?
I love the hat, bro.
Why, thank you.
Isn't that from the Beach Bum movie?
Yeah, this isn't Sparrow. This is the Moondog hat.
Moondog.
You ever see Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, I thought that was Surfer Dude.
No. There's a movie that came out like 2018 or 19 with Matthew McConaughey. It's called Beach Bum. Okay. You gotta watch it, man. Like he is like the movie version of me, or I am the
Beach Bum.
I'm the real life version of the movie version of him. Anyways, his character in the movie, his name is Moondog. Okay. And our other buddy that Andy knows him, he watched that movie because I recommended it. Right after he watched it, he called me up. He goes, I just finished watching Beach Bum. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you are the Moondog. You are the Moondog, right? Oh, and this hat right here, I got this on Amazon, but this hat is what Moondog wears through the whole movie.
Oh, so it's not like Canadian Navy or anything like that?
Nope, it's the Moondog, man.
I'm kidding, man.
You gotta watch it, man. If you want to know how to live your life, follow the Moondog.
Dude, that Moondog.
You got, and the ending, when I'm not gonna tell you, but he does something so fucked up at the ending. When he does it, I'm sitting there like, why would you do that? But then you see why, like you just see him, his reaction to what he just did. And you're like, okay, I get it. You just don't give a fuck. That's a good way of living, brother.
Yeah,
don't give a fuck.
Go check out that movie. That guy lives free.
Yeah, you want to see living free, man? Watch the Moondog, man. No, it's not. No, it's called Beach Bum. But the character is Moondog.
Yeah.
Going back to the collectibles, those collector's items, man. What's the most expensive collector's items that you have? Bam, go ahead.
You go ahead first.
I don't know, to be honest.
Really?
I really don't. I have boxes of toys from when I was a kid, but like most of them, I've seen them at toy stores like GI Joe's. Like if you kept it, GI Joe's went for like $1.10 back in the late '80s, early '90s, whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember I was looking for a packaged toy to give somebody, right, like a nostalgia thing for Christmas. And all the guy was telling me that like all the GI Joes he had on the shelves were like $200-300. But he said he had other ones like Cobra Commander, all the other main characters, certain ones, Snake Eyes. But he kept them at his warehouse because those ones were like $800 to $900 each in package. So each GI Joe back then, if your mom bought double, let you open one, and just left the other ones in the box, somewhere in a box, they would have went from $1 then to pretty much $1,000 each today.
Yeah.
Do you know how many GI Joes everybody owned? I had at least over 100.
Yeah.
I know, big time, bro.
So
Big time.
if my mom doubled up, that would be $100,000. Well, no, not really. Well, she would have to get certain characters, but how would she know which ones
How
to
would
get,
you
right?
know? No, yeah. Back
don't.
then, you wouldn't even know. How would you know back then today that these things would be this big, man? You don't.
No. Some people did know, and they bought them, never opened them, and yeah. So the collector that I go to for certain things, he has them at a warehouse in package. Somehow he finds them. He mint condition, never opened. It's the factory glue and all that shit.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What about you, bro? What's the most expensive piece you got?
Right now is 120.
120 bucks?
Yeah, 120 right now.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I have a collectible. It's not a toy, but to me, as far as I know, it's the most expensive thing that I have as a collectible. Is I have a quarter.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a Canadian quarter. Forget what year. I gotta look at it. I haven't looked at it in like a few years, but I remember I looked it up online on eBay. That quarter is worth $700.
No.
Yeah. A quarter. A fucking quarter.
Yeah, I would wait on that.
Because like I started collecting coins because one time I found a nickel. I remember holding it and I was like, something is so different about this nickel. And then I looked it up online and that nickel was worth $9 on eBay. I don't know. I got them put away. This was years ago, like over 5 years. So the nickel was probably from like the late 70s, early 80s. But it was what it was made out of, some kind of limited nickel. And then I remember I started feeling coins. Anytime I would feel them and look at them. And every time I saw something different, I would keep it, look at it online and see what it was going for. I found a lot of them, man. You'd be surprised at what you'd find.
I'm not too familiar with Canadian currency, bro. Like, so you guys have dollar, like what denominations you have? What, $1? You have 5, 10. Is it similar?
Now
toonie, $5 bill, $10 bill.
1, 5, 10.
Yeah.
20, 50, 100, and it stops at 100.
Yeah.
We used to have $1,000 bill, but they got rid of those because of like
counterfeit. Too much counterfeit.
No, it was easy to smuggle.
That too.
It was easy to smuggle a lot of money.
Wow, man. Yeah, I'm not too familiar. And who's on your money? Like past presidents, or,
The Queen of England, mostly. She's on everything.
Queen Elizabeth.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau's not on any of those?
No, they're starting to switch it up. I think we got our first black historical figure on the $10 bill a couple of years ago. On the $10 bill, it was Rosa Parks. Was it Rosa Parks?
The American, from
No, it wasn't. Sorry, no. Different. Rosa Parks was on the bus. Fuck. I'm terrible with history. I should look this up. Anyways, I think something with a movie theater that she did. Anyways,
she's American.
Canadian. It's a Canadian historical figure. I'm terrible with that, with the history.
Man, well, hey, so what else is up, man? I saw your movie theater, Bam Bam, your outdoor movie theater.
Yeah, I got something I'm going to show you right now.
Yes.
That's him.
That's RoboCop.
That's what I was telling you.
There's Peter Weller.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, man.
Look, He has a mohawk. If you look really close at the top of his head, he's got a mohawk.
That's great, man. Damn, man. Bam Bam, you're a handsome motherfucker, man.
Oh, I thank you. That was
Yo,
when I was actually doing my hair. Now it's all.
Tell them about the cosplays, man. The cosplayers.
Ooh, the cosplayers. A lot of cosplayers, man. That's another thing.
Time in Toronto, huh?
It wasn't Comic-Con that I went to. It was Fan Expo. Fan
Expo. That's what it was.
Comic-Con in Niagara Falls is bigger than Toronto.
Yeah.
The Toronto Comic-Con is more for collectors, but Fan Expo in Toronto is more like how Comic-Con is in Hollywood. Like people just go, it goes all out. It's video games, tons of actors, like all kinds of memorabilia, toys, collectibles. It's everything. I've been to both. I went to like 2 years ago. I went to Comic-Con. It was more comics. It was smaller, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
But Fan Expo in Toronto is the deal. That's the one you go to.
And Fan Expo too, what they do is to meet like different actors, you got to pay an extra fee. So I think you paid like an extra fee on top of the ticket to go see Peter Weller.
I paid about $70 for Peter Weller.
Yeah, on top of your ticket though, right?
Yeah, but the cool part about it was when I was in the line with my buddy, I brought my other buddy. It was his first time because I was always talking about it. He was like, "Yo, can I come with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, come with me." We started drinking 9 in the morning, you know. So by the time I met Weller, I was smashed. I met him like I think around 10:30, 11. But the cool thing, which I didn't realize, I'm a huge RoboCop fan. RoboCop 1987 is my favorite movie of all time. You know, I've seen it over 100 times. So I'm like, yeah, fucking right, I'll pay $70. And then the girl's like, okay, so are you both going to be in the picture? I'm like, well, he didn't buy a ticket. She's like, no, your ticket includes another person if you want. I'm like, what? No shit, right? And my buddy's like, no, it's your thing. It's your thing. And I'm like, no, man. And like you came with me. It's your first time. Come on, man. I want to share this with you. Just jump on in. Who gives a fuck, right? And then all of a sudden, the thing about the Fan Expo is I'll tell you after. I did the same thing with Adam West. Is as soon as you get into the tent, right? There's like little things on the floor. They're like, stand here and then move forward. And then they say, okay, when you get to Peter Weller, don't touch him, don't talk to him, stand there, take your picture and leave. I'm like, okay.
Don't grab his ass.
I waited 30 minutes in a lineup for a ticket that I already paid for. You're telling me I can't even say hi? What are you going to do? What the fuck? Okay, I'm like, whatever. I'm like, okay. I go to I'm like, yeah. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, it's your turn. Go stand there. I didn't just walk. I stopped right in front of him. Peter Weller, RoboCop. Yeah. And all, he started laughing his ass off, and he's like, "Come here." Like, did you notice in the picture he had his arm around both of us? Yeah. He's like, "Oh man, you guys,
you
like
hyped them up. You hyped them up.
Yeah, I got them all hyped up and shit. Right? He's like laughing and shit.
No shit.
The one thing I wish I did, but I was just so excited. Like as soon as that curtain opened and I saw him, I was like, I was like the whole time in the lineup. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say. I'm going to go to him and say, Peter, just say it once. Quickly, say it once. And he would have known what to say. Do you know what he would have said?
No, I don't.
You don't know?
I'm RoboCop.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Oh.
Prime directives.
Yeah.
That's there's that line. or he would have said, your move, creep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would I was thinking, I was like, hey, if I tell him, if I just go to him and say, just say it once, please, just once, I want to hear it in person. He would have said one of those lines for sure. I'm guessing he would have went with the dead or alive. You're coming with, just because that was the most famous, right? So.
Did they charge you extra for the autograph too? Or
what autograph? No. That's this little note I put. I was supposed to scan the picture for my buddy to give him like a printed copy.
I see.
I'm not paying for an autograph. I shook his hand. He put his arm around me. I smelled his fucking armpit fucking hair, I remember what he smelled. I remember he smelled like a man. I can't pinpoint the exact smell, but I remember I was like, oh yeah, that's RoboCop.
I like that. Hey, that's a great movie. The villains in that movie are great, man.
That movie today is still amazing. It's amazing to watch. Like I was saying, The explosions were real. The stunts were real. Everything about it. The sound effects.
The thing though, there was some effects in that movie. You mentioned before there was no effects or anything. Ed 209 was a model. Like you remember when he walks through that door into that boardroom before he blows that guy away? He counts down at the start.
Right.
That was like an 8-inch model that walked in.
Yeah.
Right.
It was tiny. It was back then. It was what did they call that? They used to do with Godzilla, the stop motion photography. And then there was a bunch of parts where it would be outside OCP headquarters, right? And when RoboCop or any car was driving towards it, it was a building in downtown Detroit, but that building was like, let's say 20 stories. But they used to have what we have today is CGI effect artists, right? Back then they had screen painters. So they would take all the little the 35 mil or whatever negatives, and they would paint on more building, right? So when he's driving up, in real life that building is short, but in the movie it's super tall, like because people would paint it into the negatives.
Yeah.
That job has been taken over by CGI, so it's a thing of the past. But that's why RoboCop was like perfect. It was artwork, man. Everything about it.
Look at RoboCop 2014. Oh, it was all CGI, no?
I'm gonna punch you in the dick right now. I hate that.
I was like, what?
I'm sorry. If any one of you said you like thought that was a good movie,
yeah,
I would hang up right now. It'd be over.
No. That movie, that film is dead. It's dead to me.
Hey, as shitty as it was, I still watched it 3 times.
Which one? Part 2?
2014. You know,
no, I never saw that one, bro.
Watch it. No, man, honestly, it's entertaining, but if you go back and look at what the real RoboCop was, like you were scared of the villains, man. Like these guys were fucking twisted motherfuckers.
They were.
They were nasty fucking they RoboCop, they fucking basically shot him to death, and you watched it.
Yeah.
You know, shot for shot. Bang, 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 bang. And he's sitting there fucking his arms flying off, his hands flying off. He's like, ah, you know?
Yeah.
And then,
creepy, man.
yeah, man, they were nasty ass motherfuckers. And it was gory. Like when someone got shot, you would see fucking blood splatter out of wherever they got shot.
Well,
you know?
Hey, that was the whole 80s genre. Everything in the 80s, they did not blur out. They did not show off screen. It was, they completely showed you everything, man.
That's why I'm happy I grew up in that time.
Yeah.
And then let's go a little bit, fast forward to 2014. Now, the main villain in the movie, I don't remember his name because it's really not important. Who gives a fuck? So main villain, these guys approach him and say, we need to kill Alex Murphy. And he's like, what? And he goes, are you out of your mind? I'm not going to kill a cop. Yeah. You're the main villain. You're the criminal. In part 1, all the cops were worried about Clarence Boddicker because they were like legit cop killers.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm not gonna. Oh my god! And then they blow up his car, and he's not even in the car. He just kind of gets the back blow of it, and he's all fucked up. And what a and Ed
everywhere, man. Remember that bald guy? He was just I think he shot up a stone.
Clarence.
Was it? No, it was another bald guy. He kind of reminded me of Jim.
Oh yeah, we killed you.
Huh?
Remember at the gas station he had the "We killed you. Yeah. You're dead." Yeah.
He was just causing fucking mischief for no reason, man. These guys were no good, man. Yeah, those are some good villains, man. So believable.
Oh yeah.
Scary. As a kid watching that, and it was based in Detroit, right?
That was all filmed in Detroit.
It was also in Detroit.
I saw this thing where they were visiting locations where they filmed RoboCop, and they went back to his house, and it was kind of cool to see his house back. They would film those shots where those like kind of those dream sequences where he was reminiscing of his wife and and all that.
Yeah.
It's cool to see that house, man. And that was in Detroit too, outside Detroit, I think. Suburban Detroit, I believe it was. But
Even
man, fucking RoboCop, man.
Even the gas station that blew up is still there now. It's all run down. And,
Is it really? Oh, damn.
Yeah. I watched like a 10-minute video on YouTube like years ago of like all the locations that are still around, like RoboCop locations.
Yeah,
that's funny, man.
Some of it's still there.
Commercial.
Wow. Wow.
Cool, man. I love that shit.
But the other number one thing of the 2014. So 1987, when you saw it, every time you saw Ed 209, you were like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was a fucking 8-inch model, stop motion photography model. And he looks so fucking like badass. Even today, he looks legit. And then you have the 2014 where he's CGI. He's not even a part of the movie.
No.
He's just there walking around.
It's so stupid.
And then like I even said this. Remember I did a speech before the movie, right? But before I did the movie on my yard, Andy G was talking about it, right?
Yeah.
We did a backyard movie. I did a little speech. I'll post it. But I mentioned RoboCop was nominated. It won an Oscar. I forget what Oscar, but because I mentioned the nominations. But one of the nominations was for best sound effects. Now, when you watch the original, RoboCop's gun was an altered automatic 9mm. So RoboCop's gun technically was called the Auto 9. Every time he shot it, you would blow a load, right? Every time Ed 209 came around, you would shit your pants. Anytime any gunshot in RoboCop 87 went off, you would get fucking, your heart would pound like, oh my God, like listen to that. Like, you know, like everything was just so intense. And then RoboCop 2014, they give him this piece of shit gun that sounds like, I could probably bring up 20 other movies where it sounds like. It's a basic fucking sound effect that they probably got from Sound Library. Whoa, why would you do that? Why? Why wouldn't you go back and look at RoboCop? If you were the director, producer, like, okay, what made this movie great? And then take those aspects, take today's fucking technology and implement it into the new fucking movie. Fuck.
It's true, man.
And on top of that, they got the guy who played in the 1970s Bad News Bears. He's the general that controls all the robots and shit. And he's trying to be all badass with RoboCop. Meanwhile, he's like 4 feet fucking tall. Yeah, I'll kick your ass, RoboCop. I swear to God, if you fuck with me. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God. Who cast this guy? Yeah. You should go to jail for casting him. He's such a little bitch.
Should never even be hired again for casting.
No. So like, you know, they fucked up RoboCop's gun. They fucked up Ed 209's intensity. They made the villain a pussy, and they made the other badass a fucking little bitch. Fuck.
No, how about this? They should have had Deadpool and RoboCop.
Deadpool's gun in Deadpool sounds better than RoboCop 2014 gun.
Hey, but you know what, man? Yeah, those sound effects. It was just ahead of its time, man. You know,
it was.
This conversation's evolved into a RoboCop extravaganza. It's not the
well, 80s,
you got me fired up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got him fired up. I brought that up. The 80s, ever since this lockdown, man, I've been catching up on so many 80 movies, and it brings back so many memories of how good the filming, how good the character build up, and the sound effects were.
Yeah.
And like every scene is like filmed to perfection. Yeah. So good, man. From
back then
to action.
Yeah. Back then, most movies in the 80s and the 90s up to the mid 90s were actually trying to make art. That's what film was always about. It ain't about that anymore. It's about making bank.
Yeah, it's just about bank.
So RoboCop 2014 should have been rated R. It should have been violent. It's a cyborg with a goddamn gun on a revenge fucking mission. He needs to kill people. You need to see blood. It needs to be violent. And what they did is they made it PG-13, so that way the parents can bring their kids and make more money.
Yep.
They triple up on the seats because fucking, Mama Bob and fucking Papa fucking Marilyn have fucking 3 fucking children. So if we can get mom and dad in the seats, we can get 3 other children in the fucking seats for $20 fucking dollars, rip everyone off, and then the dad is gonna be dropping $140 fucking dollars on his whole fucking family on one movie night.
Yeah, it's true. That's how it is today.
When back in the day, all they wanted was for you to watch the movie and let word of mouth take it over.
That's it.
Yeah. And that's what it was, because there wasn't. We didn't have internet. We didn't have, social media.
No.
It's all word of mouth, bro.
It was word of mouth. That's all it was, man.
And the movie trailers, right?
Yep.
So
and
my
billboards.
Man, my uncle was showing me photos in Toronto for Star Wars back in 1970, I believe. Wow. Or when was the first Star Wars? 77. The lineup was wrapped around the building. Yeah. We went to go see the new Star Wars. There wasn't even a lineup to get in.
Well, we went to the wrong town, actually.
We went to the wrong town, too. But still, I'm just saying. It wasn't even like anybody was really in the theaters for it.
No. Wow, man. We've come a long way, bro.
It's weird, man. It's really weird.
The VHS to come out, that would be months for it to come out on VCR, right? On VHS.
Yeah.
Now it's like shit. The next day, bro. It's out on DVD or it's out on Netflix or whatever.
Well, here's the thing too. Everything is AI now. Everything they put the bodysuits on. They got the green screens. It's not even real locations anymore too. When you watch a film, half of these films coming out.
Yeah, that's another thing, man.
It doesn't feel authentic, man. It doesn't feel real.
No, it's just a different world, bro.
Yeah. But like me and him, me and Bam Bam, I went to school for videography, photography. He did too.
Yep.
Yeah, we both did. We both went to school for videography and photography, man.
Oh, very cool.
Film and television, brother.
Yeah. I was even a background actor at one point in my life, man. I would just go on sets, make extra cash.
Yeah, I did that too for a little
bit. And it's just easy cash, easy summer job, man. You go 2-3 times a week at most, get paid just to sit there for 12, 15-hour days.
Do you remember, and that was in Toronto, right?
That was in Toronto, yeah.
You remember the show Mad TV?
Yeah. In the late 90s that came.
90s, early mid 2000s.
Yeah.
I was I was on that show, man. I was a stunt. I was a lookalike for Jose Canseco, the baseball player.
No.
Yeah.
Were you really, man?
Yeah, I had a little speaking role, man.
Shut up, man. Where's that episode on YouTube?
Look it up on YouTube. You look up Mad TV steroids.
No.
There's a whole spoof on the steroid, Major League Baseball steroid scandal.
Yeah.
In the early 2000s. That show aired. I did this in 2005, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, anyways, that was one of the biggest things I did. I worked some shows, West Wing. I was a background.
Were you really? Yeah.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah, I did that. I did some student films, independent films. But yeah, Andy, that exactly. I did it in the summer, making some extra cash, and I worked on that set. That's why I mentioned Surfer Dude earlier. With Matthew McConaughey, he did another surf-related movie.
Yeah.
In 2007, 2008, it was called Surfer Dude. I think it went straight to video back then, but.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. I do remember something along those lines.
He played a surfer dude. And Surfer Dude. It's Surfer Dude. Hence the name.
I gotta look that up.
And we shot that in Malibu in his big ass mansion, man. That was super cool. And then here's another story.
What, for Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, it was on location in Malibu, right on the beach, man. This beautiful mansion, and I had a little story to share on that, man. We were we were eating lunch, you know, and the whole cast and crew and background, everybody ate together. And I was sitting across from Matthew McConaughey, maybe 2-3 people over. And then all of a sudden, this guy, another extra, across from me on the other side, starts choking. I'm like, holy shit! And everybody kind of, everybody kind of gets real, startled all of a sudden. And then here comes Matthew McConaughey. He comes over to him and just starts smacking him. Didn't even do the Heimlich. Just starts smacking him in the back. Starts smacking his back. And like, holy shit! He's calling him Sinister. Hey, come on, Sinister! Come on, Sinister! It's like, why is he calling him Sinister? Turns out the guy's he was like a wrestler.
Fun moment right here. So a friend of mine is actually watching this episode right now. Shout out to Crisis_Charlie.
Charles!
He just found your episode on YouTube. It's called Mad TV. Oops, I took some steroids. Yeah, that's the one. He just found it, man. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
There's my 15 minutes, bro, right there, bro.
Charles was tripping balls, man. Randomly came across, said, yo, I know these two fucks.
Hey, Crisis Charlie. He hit me up. I think we were interacting earlier on Instagram. Shout out, Crisis Charlie. I gotta start following Crisis, and he's in Toronto as well.
He's in Toronto as well, man. He's a big gaming expert, man. He knows so much about gaming. So much about gaming.
That's his forte, huh?
Yeah, Crisis_Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I follow him now. But anyways, hey, so what's? I know we got something really cool coming up in a couple of weeks, guys. Really looking forward to that. Like I said, I don't want to let too much out. So all the good people out there, stay tuned for that. We got a few. Anyway, I almost said something I didn't want to say. I don't want to say too much, but Andy, what are you gonna do now, man? The next couple of weeks. I know you got your first season under wraps.
Yeah. Okay. Let me do one fun thing right here to end this. I'm gonna read a quote. Somebody has to get what movie it's from. If you guys guess the movie, I will show my surprise. If you guys don't get it right, I will not show it on this episode. I will make you guys wait for the next one.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You always do this. You do this to me, man, in person.
So if you guys get this right, and I know for a fact, our buddy Crisis_Charlie watching right now, he's going to guess. I know he's going to guess this right, but let's see if you guys can get it right. I'm going to spit it out right now before I tell you what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. This is two actors in one scene at the very end. Name the film. Hey, what are you? Some sort of punker? Huh? God, I hate punkers, especially bald ones with green makeup who wear masks over ugly faces.
Batman, 1989.
Oh, no. Casey
Jones is the scene in the park with Raphael. Raphael.
Let me finish.
Got it? Did you get it? Oh,
I got it.
Oh, new batter. Strike one. What a riffer. Home run. Raphael wins 1-0. New game. Roundhead. Cricket. Nobody understands cricket. You got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. I'll show you.
Understand a crumpet.
He got it. He got it right.
Okay. Batman 1989?
No.
Ninja Turtles, original.
Raphael.
You got it right.
Number one. That's Casey Jones and Raphael in the park when they first meet. And Raphael's wearing the trench coat. Remember, he takes off from the sewer to cool down from the family?
God damn, man. You guys are taking me down.
That's what we do, man.
And that was in the
80s. 1990 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
The original.
All right. Here we go, man.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Drum roll.
Oh, man, you got to glare on that. Fucking fix the glare.
I know I can't.
Tilt it.
Okay.
There you go. Move it. There it is. Nice. Oh yeah, look. It even has the fucking the original poster at the bottom.
Yeah.
With all the Ninja Turtles and shit.
Yeah.
Tough, man.
Oh, that's a detailed toy. I like it. Now what was?
No, it's not original, is it?
Hold on. That's original. Those are the originals.
No, it's not original toy.
It's not original. Yeah, it's not like
okay.
yeah. They remade it, like they remodeled it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
Very cool, man.
There's Michelangelo.
Did you get every single one of them? Oh
There's
my
Michael-
god!
There's
You see what I'm talking about, Andy Atomical? This is what he does. I buy one specific toy, and he'll go buy the whole goddamn collection, and then he'll like it's like a competition with him. He's like, "Oh, you got one? I got them all." It's like, fuck.
There we go. Here we go.
Oh shit, Donatello.
Hold
Hey,
on.
Mikey.
Hold on. And the master of all trades, the leader of them all.
There he is.
Well, let's get that glare off.
Michael
That's Leonardo.
Leonardo.
There you go.
Nice, bro. Nice.
I got something for you.
Hold on. I got two more still. The baddest villain of them all.
No.
Oh,
Really? You got that?
Yeah. There you go.
dude,
And
refresh-
one more.
Who is that? Refresh my memory.
Shredder.
Shredder.
That was Shredder.
Do you have
Last
Splinter?
one.
Oh, you got
Last
Splinter.
one.
Splinter? Yeah.
No, you didn't. Oh my god! Look at that! Look at it. He's got. Is that fabric? Like real fabric on him? Like
Yeah,
old,
man.
old toys?
Yeah. It's real
No.
fabric, bro.
Oh my.
There's the pizza. There's his weapon.
Man,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Andy, how much is the whole set?
The whole set was $300.
And your price tonight going up?
Oh my god! I told you, man. This guy goes all out.
I'm saving that. Those I'm saving. Not even. I think that's a keeper for life, man.
Really, bro?
Yeah,
Hey, money talks, bro.
I know money does talk, but yeah.
Good stuff.
Let's
I
get
got-
to it. Oh, go
Hold
ahead.
on.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
got one trivia question.
Okay.
Who was the voice of Donatello in the 1990 Ninja Turtles?
Oh shit. Okay, I won't
This
look at my phone.
hold on.
I won't look at my
This one I didn't know, but I watched it like 3 weeks ago. I watched Ninja Turtles Part 2, and I was like, I recognize that voice. Oh, buddy, you want a clue?
Yeah, yeah.
You want a clue?
One clue. One clue.
He was in the Goonies.
Mark Wall. No.
That was what's his name? Corey Feldman.
Yes, winner.
Who was that?
I got
Who was it?
Corey Feldman, who talked for Donatello Part 1 and 2.
Oh shit.
I think even Part 3.
Damn.
Yeah, Crisis Charlie got it right too, man.
Crisis.
He got it right. He got it right. Crisis Charlie got it right too.
I got nothing to show you, Atomical.
That was it, eh?
Hey, bro.
I'll show you one thing. Here. Here you go.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're here, brother.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you came on, Bam Bam. Is,
Yeah, it was nice surprise, man. That was a good surprise. Right on the hour. That was good. That was good.
yeah.
Right on the hour.
Hey, man. Well, you know what, brothers? It's I'm glad to have both of you on. Andy G, man. You've been so impressive tonight, man. I can't wait to see you continue to grow, bro. And do your
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, Bam Bam, of course, man. Always a pleasure. It's always
Bam Bam.
never a dull moment with you, brother.
It
It's fun, man.
was fun, man. It was fun. Good half an hour. It was
sure,
fun,
man.
man.
Thanks for popping in, brother. And Andy, go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
So yeah, let's one shout out to Penelope Rachel. Go check out her business. I believe you have her Instagram. It's event. No, it's Penelope Ray's Boutique.
Yes. Penelope Ray's Boutique. Rachel
Yes.
Loretta out of Southern California. Check out her website, PenelopeRays.com. Absolutely, man.
I got a few more shout outs here. Just give me one moment. Let me
go
just
ahead,
quickly
go ahead.
pull it up.
Shout out to C Charlie, Crisis Charlie.
Yeah. I got
Shout outs to Suck It Podcast.
I got
Suck It Podcast. So
Nick Lee Colors, Pariah the Comic, Sorubu Effect.
Sobu Effect, yep.
Sabu Effect.
Social Butterfly, yep.
Yeah, Social Butterfly.
Garbage
And
Nation.
Bring the MIO. I don't know how to pronounce her podcast, but it's Bring the MIO. And there's another one, the Hipster Mom podcast.
Oh, the Hipster Mom.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
shout out to everybody there, man.
Absolutely, man. And they were all part of that Suck It podcast episode with the multi-person podcast, right? I think it was like 6 of you, 7 of you.
Yeah.
And that was great.
I think at one point it was 9. No, yeah, it was 7. It was 7 of us. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah,
I was on that.
That was fun to watch, man.
Yeah. And one more thing, Moodfordays cast coming out August 3rd. I both got you two on there. I can't wait to upload and share it to everybody.
Oh, Andy Atomical, you're in for some special treat with me. You're gonna see me in a way you've never seen before or heard.
Yeah.
Sorry, heard.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I mean,
audio. You're gonna hear something.
Can't wait to hear it, bro. Can't wait to see it, man. And I want to thank both you guys for coming on. And we'll see you guys soon on the Instagram, on podcasting, on everything, man. Everywhere. I mean, shit.
I had a lot of fun, man. We showed you stuff that you don't usually get on your episode, man.
No, thank you. That was all that stuff was so impressive, man. Thank you for those exclusives, Andy.
Yeah.
I want to thank all the viewers out there, Z Boxing News, Penelope Ray's Boutique, for chiming in, for checking us out. Z Crisis Charlie, and everybody out there. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much. If you're here live, obviously we thank you. Can't thank you enough, man. If you want to be on Profile Pod TV, hit me up. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Shoot me an email. Let's get you on here. Let's get you promoted. Let's get you exposure. Let's showcase what you got. So don't forget that. Subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts under 90s Galore. Follow us on Instagram. Comment, like, share. Let's interact, man. Let's grow together. Let's get this moving. Let's keep this train moving forward. I will be back next week for another exciting episode of Profile Pod TV. Andy, any last words before you go? Bam Bam.
I had a blast, man. It was a blast.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for bringing me on, man. Same. Had a blast.
Excellent, brother. Thank you guys so much. For myself, Andy Anatomical, we'll see you guys next week. And always remember to take it easy.